He's just smearing whatever way he can to try and get his core audience to switch their brain off and not listen to anything that's said. That's the method. He has no standards. He will not stick to any principle, and there is no depth he will not sink to. Destiny is now accusing people of gang stalking. You are brain damaged. Legitimately brain damaged. We're just here to see what Potentially Criminal says about Destiny talking about Potentially Criminal. It's not that many layers. He's just so sickening, man, isn't he? He's just so wretched. It just makes me want to... So funny that all these women roasting Ashley... This is Destiny, by the way. I don't know if the name's on screen. There's my trackpad. Let me pull my trackpad up. 1 second. There we go. So funny that all these women roasting Ashley now are yas queening the out of her in their messages before it went public. So adorable when women act like children with no accountability. Remember how much Erudite has been saying the phrase yas queening over the last, like, 2 months? Remember how I said that was her deliberately, or maybe not deliberately, subconsciously laying the groundwork for Destiny to smear people if they ever came out about the things he does to them? You see how that's, like, exactly what's happening right now? And that sounded schizophrenic back then. But now you're seeing the exact same phrasing used by her best friend and business partner. In the exact same way. Right around his legal case. Right. Okay, so let's get into his stream from last night, I guess. Okay, so last night, for reasons beyond our comprehension, reasons beyond my silly comprehension. Obviously, I'm too low IQ to understand the decisions of Light Yagami himself. In his infinite wisdom, 4D chess move, Destiny decided that yesterday was the day that he would go live and directly respond to his Kiwi Farms thread. For some reason. No idea why. Not sure what the plan is here. Your guess is as good as mine on this one, guys. I've got no analysis for this. I don't know what he's thinking here. What's the play here? I think is it just webbing? Is it just like everyone attacking me is a Kiwi farmer? Is that it? Because that doesn't really make any sense, because the thing is that Destiny's been hanging out with Kiwi farmers for the last year, by that definition. Because Turkey Tom was boys with Destiny for ages, and Turkey Tom's whole main channel is just readings of Kiwi Farms threads. He's promoted Kiwi Farms. He's promoted Anna's thread to his audience so they could go and track her. He's promoted Lav's thread, I believe. He promoted Keffel's thread. He wrote a whole defense of Kiwi Farms in his Keffel's manifesto. He floated the idea of bankrolling Kiwi Farms to help them through their legal troubles against Keffel's. He interviewed Null with Turkey Tom. He stuck out, and guys, long-time viewers of the channel, long-time spicy chatters who have known me for a long time, will remember the initial reason my perception of Destiny started waning. Obviously, I did used to enjoy Destiny's content. I did used to think he was kind of epic. I started thinking he was not so epic when, during the Keffels stuff, he backed down from pursuing legal action against Keffels, pursuing retractions from journalists, and taking a stand on that. Because I thought this guy used to pretend to be epic. He used to pretend like he cared about like internet freedom and free speech and shit like that, and being able to do what the fuck you want online and not have shit get shut down for ostensibly legal conduct. I used to thought he was principled and that stuff, and then he backed down and he acted like a total bitch and didn't stand his ground on it. So I was kind of, wow, fuck this guy. So, I mean, it's pretty crazy, though predictable, after that, to see him turn around, essentially go just full Keffals, crying about how Kiwi Farms is targeting him. And there's so much made-up, wacky narratives on there. It's just totally embarrassing. And acting as though he's, you know, his Kiwi Farms thread is uniquely dedicated or active or motivated or something. It's just not true. How many pages did Keffals do in like 2 days? What was it? There was some crazy number. It was like 1,000 pages in 3 days on Keffals' thread. You think they weren't doing everything possible to fuck with her in the same way that they might with you? But you were supporting that. You were fully on board with that. He wants to present it as a doxing website when it's categorically not. The doxing claims are like, doxing website, swatting website. Obviously, there are docs on there. It's categorically not a swatting website, is what I meant to say there. Obviously, there was the Marjorie Taylor Greene incident around the same time as Keffals, where, along with Keffals, Marjorie Taylor Greene was also swatted, and it was blamed on Kiwi Farms. Person who did that is now in court. That was Tor Swats, I believe, right? That person's been caught and is in fucking prison. And they all fucking hate them on KF. They all fucking hate that guy. Because he brings their shit into this. Because, crazy enough, a lot of people on a gossip website actually do just want to gossip, find, and archive information about people. They don't actually want to get them killed or bring their own website where they track these people into such disrepute that it might be shut down. So having stuff like swattings happen is actually bad for the broad user base of the website. They actually don't enjoy that. Because it brings the website into disrepute, creates risk for the website, and can ruin their fun. And Destiny knows this, because he's made these arguments before. So it's just ridiculous. It's a desperate attempt to smear and act like everyone on the outside is just collaborating and going against him. Don't listen to anyone on the outside of the cult, because they're all collaborating, they're all compromised, they're all Kiwi Farmers, they're all DGG snarkers, they're all Hassan fans, they're all Vosh fans, they're all, you know, right-wingers, Nazis, MAGA, Groypers, Kiwi Farmers, you know, whatever. He's just smearing whatever way he can to try and get his core audience to switch their brain off and not listen to anything that's said. That's the method. And it's transparent.
It was so much fun, you know? We went and we did stuff and we talked and it was okay.
Wow, great dead air. We love it.
Here. Apparently some Trump DOJ stuff here. No clue what I've missed.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I don't think there's not like a way to deal with it's like asymmetrical warfare. I've talked about this a lot in the media when it comes to like conservatives and Democrats, that there's like two different standards of rules that the different sides play by, and it's like an unwinnable media environment, which I'm kind of used to, I guess, dealing with myself. Although it's more annoying being like out of the drama circles, but still getting dragged back into it because of vulture communities and shit.
No one else plays with any standards. Everyone's playing so unfair against Destiny. That's why it's an unwinnable media environment for everyone. When this guy is out there baselessly smearing people as pedophiles, donut operator, President Sunday. Two people he just randomly called pedophiles for literally no fucking reason, no basis whatsoever. Unwinnable media environment, because Destiny's holding himself to standards, but no one else will. He's just such a good guy. He's trying to play fair, he's trying to be honest and stick to the facts, but everyone else is just playing asymmetrical warfare. They're not truly fighting on the same terms. Again, I repeat, do not fall for this retard. Do not be shamed into, you know, not being a dick in some way or whatever, there is no reason to uphold any standards with someone who is explicitly communicating to you that they are not holding standards. There is no reason to. Now, me personally, I always carry myself with standards. Me personally, I always carry myself with standards and I stick to my values. However, Destiny has made arguments many times that I do have sympathy for, that I do have a lot of, that I've had sympathy for. About MAGA, about, all sorts of shit. About how when you're fighting an enemy that is not engaging with any principles, without any standards, you need to start compromising. You need to start pulling out the dirty tactics. You can't play on what you perceive to be even footing, or what you thought what would usually be even footing. You have to lower yourself. Destiny makes that argument. Destiny has now communicated there are no principles, there are no standards. He will dox people, he will smear people, he will use Kiwi farms. He's weaponizing Kiwi farms in his chat last night. So do not fall for any of this shit. It is just complete. It is purely trying to hold the other person, hold the other party, hold the enemy to standards so that they are kneecapped. He will do anything. He will take any step, go to any measure to try and save his own skin, to try and fuck with other people, to try and torture women around him. Great example of which, him claiming last night in chat, I can't be fucked. Where's this message? So he was completely crashing out last night. There is no criminal investigation. Limfowl, Cherry filed nothing. She is lying and insane. So I've seen evidence. I checked with Cherry. This was okay before stream. I've seen evidence that Cherry has filed a police report. Cherry is in contact with police. I know that to be the case. I've seen evidence of that. So him saying she's lying and insane, Cherry filed nothing. It's just, he's just bluffing. He's pure bluffing. You wouldn't know if there was a criminal investigation. They don't send you a letter saying, hi, just letting you know, we're starting to look into you the day they start doing it. That's obviously not how it works. So it's pure bluffing. He's trying to smear Cherry. It's literally just wretched behavior. It's such wretched behavior. He's just trying to make this woman who he's already fucking tortured feel worse and make his audience go after her to try and get out of it. Like, what was the point the other day? He just smeared her with a bunch of random messages. Look, I'm not going to talk about Cherry and J-Stalk, okay? I'm not going to talk about Cherry and J-Stalk. I'm friends with, well, internet friends with Cherry and J-Stalk. I'm not going to talk about any fucking fights they've had or anything. That's not happening. Cherry is, you know, both of them are very stressed. For valid reasons. Both of them are incredibly stressed. J-Stalk has been threatened with doxing and all this shit. Threatened with reporting. Constantly being given warnings from Kick. Cherry has been horrifically fucked over by this absolute wretched piece of shit who is trying to drag her through the mud even further. So, yeah, I'm sure that tensions are high. Okay?
There's no real way to, like, counter this, so I just have to, like, I guess, like, make people aware of it to call it out, and because it triggers the other side when I bring it up, although they'll insist that it doesn't, but that's part of their narrative. One of the kind of annoying, one of the annoying realities, I guess, that exists right now is that I don't know how many people are aware about it. I usually try not to talk about this website because the people here are unwell.
It's not Discord or banned on HasFan. Sadly, HasFan has been around for far too long. Okay, this is like a HasFan JP has been around for like 3 years. Okay, so there's no ban on JP, sadly.
But there's a website called Kiwi Farms that generally is supposed to just be like we talk about or obsess over people that we deem worthy of obsession. Generally, they're not supposed to interfere too much with them. That used to be the old rules, but for my life, I guess, Kiwi Farms has decided that they're like a full activist, like we're going to do every possible thing that we can to fuck with this person and all the people.
So this is just retarded. This is so retarded. I would agree. I glance over what's going on in the Kiwi Farms thread here and there, as I'm sure many people do. The idea that it's an active, it's, first of all, it's not even as motivated as it was against Keffels, okay? People Kiwi Farms have been motivated against, okay? Top one, Keffels. Second, Liz Fong Jones. There's probably a few more in this list, and then somewhere down on this list, you eventually get to Destiny. What is the commonality between these three people? What do these three people have in common? Not trans. It's people who attempted to take the site down or telegraphed intention to take the site down. That is what will really motivate them. If you say you're going to file legal action against the site, if you're trying to get the site taken down, you are kicking a hornet's nest. Obviously. As you are with any. Like, imagine, can you imagine if there was someone making serious claims that they were attempting to take legal action that would take down DGG? Imagine how fucking crazy his community would go. Yes, obviously. When you attack an insular community online that's very dedicated and likes their platform, when you demonstrate a threat or telegraph a threat to them, they are going to try to fucking defend themselves. They're going to freak the fuck out. That hornet's nest is going to start scrambling, and they're going to fucking sting you. Yeah. So, forgive me for having no sympathy when you kick a hornet's nest and get stung, especially after you've been going around waving that fucking hornet's nest at people for the last 5 years. You're retarded. You're an idiot.
Worthy of obsession. Generally, they're not supposed to interfere too much with them. That used to be the old rules, but for my life, I guess, Kiwi Farms has decided that they're like a full activist, like we're going to do every possible thing that we can to fuck with this person and all the people around him, because that's just what they do. Or at least in my thread, that's what they do. So ordinarily, it doesn't matter that much.
Food shops on Asmongold and gets misgendered. W Asmon. Wait. What do you mean food shops on Asmongold? Wait, no way. Asmongold reacted to that video too. You're... No, okay. What are you on about? Wait. Yeah, what are you on about?
These are obviously unwell people, probably most of them living on like disability or...
Check the farm. Wait. Let's go. Asmongold TV video. Who the fuck is this guy? What? Oh no.
Something, stuck in their homes, don't really have anything to do besides watching streams all day. But the frustrating thing, clip chimped? No. Kiwi Farms is not clip chimp. They have whole worlds.
We'll cover that after. We'll cover that.
Of theories of like stuff that they will write, like, and opine on somebody, like pages and pages of theories of like psychoanalysis and everything. It's, just imagine what like Zoe does and just feels Discord times like 1 million people all on a thread, except also like half the people are the same person on different accounts talking to themselves because they like to do that, I guess.
Seething.
But the the annoying thing is that every other community, I guess, has decided that they're going to now just do like straight readings from or straight borrowing of content from Kiwi farms. So like,
okay, to be fair, I do believe that there is one user in there that did have several accounts talking to him. It did seem that way.
For instance, that Ryan Beard video was basically just him reading through my Kiwi farm site, even though in other worlds these people will be like, oh, they make trans people so blah, 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 blah. So it's kind of an irritating and odd world where there's basically like a militant activist anti-Destiny group that already exists on top of the frustrating world where, since I don't map on cleanly to any political ideology, all the little political groups don't really like me either, which is fine. I don't care. But to have like Kiwi farms to be like a doxing swatting central that all these.
So again, doxing swatting central, doxing swatting central. How is it a swatting central? There's doxers on there. There's obviously doxers on there. Why the fuck do you care about that? You don't have a single fucking problem with doxing. You're out there saying you want to dox JStalk. You're sending people to Jacob's docs. He's never had a fucking problem. He's never had a problem with the site. He's never had a problem with doxing. It's just total, again, I can't reiterate this enough. Destiny has laid out, clearly, if you are fighting an enemy with no standards, you are simply kneecapping yourself if you operate with any standards. And Destiny is communicating to everyone around him right now, he has no standards. He will not stick to any principle, and there is no depth he will not sink to.
These other content creators, so all the commentary community people, all of the lefties, all of everybody else has no problem and Gistigal and his server like borrowing from, which is very, very, very fucking annoying. But I mean, like, all you can do is deal with it. But like, regardless of I'm not going to run through like this whole thread because people are fucking insane. But just as an example of what I'm talking about, right? So
he did dogs
Tom tweeted out something that had to do with asking a critical question of the other side that's been attacking me recently, and like just for asking that question, like people on Kiwi farms are like.
So for some reason now, Destiny in his infinite wisdom has decided to just start responding to specific posts from like his most motivated A-log. It just baffling decisions here. Obviously, I'm sure, you know, people are saying fucking this is Blav, a known poster from Destiny's Kiwi Farms thread. First guy to put together all the pieces on the Lauren Southern stuff. Probably credit there. He's bringing up specific posts from this guy and replying. Like, what is the game plan here? What is the game plan? What is the game plan? That's not Blav Bro. Like, I'm pretty sure he's allowed on that. Like, it's fucking retarded, okay? Anyway. Stop banning for Spice Chat. I've got no control over that, but I personally doubt that's going to happen. I'm sure he understands why. Okay. I'm sure he understands why. But yeah, so I don't know why Destiny's responding to his own Kiwi Farms thread. It's pretty crazy. It's just absolutely baffling behavior. Like, this is like absolute rule number one of like not fucking yourself over online is don't directly engage with hives of people who are incredibly motivated to fuck with you, that are just going to endlessly fuck with you no matter what. Like, it's probably what's the goal? He made fun of Lav for doing this. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. It's just baffling behavior. It's like, I don't know what the game plan is here. It truly does just seem like it's crashing out. And the thing is as well, is that when he posted this screenshot, he posted this at like 2 in the morning, and it's from his phone. So he's like in bed or something, or like chilling at like 2 in the morning, reading his Kiwi Farms thread on his phone. Why would you show them that you're doing that? Why would you tell them that you're doing that? That you lay awake at night staring at the people talking shit on you. I just don't get it. I thought this guy was like remotely smart, but I don't understand this engagement. I understand the attempt to web. I understand that. I can wrap my head around that. The fact that he's bringing up Kiwi Farms in an attempt to tie everyone else to it so that he can discredit the broad narratives about him. I understand that. I don't understand why you would begin directly engaging with posts from there. Especially not just stuff like this, where they're just like, has tomfoolery ever been doxed? Like, all you're saying here is, yeah, it does bother me when you try and dox my supporters and friends. I don't know why you would say that to them.
Has this guy ever been doxxed before? Genuine question. I know nothing about this guy. I know that he's Gisticle's lolcow, but I've always found him so boring. I've never seen any of his dramas. Like, if you even say something polite about me, there are people on this thread who will, and they say, they're open about it. They're like, this guy's near Destiny, I'm going to dox this guy. And they'll go through, and these people are like, again, probably living on disability, so they can sit there and can consume, like, dozens of hours of content.
The thing is, Destiny has always had some lolcow traits, obviously. There's a reason why he was on there in the first place. But, there's like, lolcow is a very broad and almost vacuous term at this point, right? Pretty much any content creator is a lolcow because, I mean, they're all eccentric personalities that can oftentimes be provoked into reactions. That's like it's like you can use it for like almost every content creator. It's not like a pure like gaming for kids content creator. And he went in there and he used to argue with people in that thread. But this is like different behavior to what I've seen from him before, at least for a few years, I think. Maybe back when he was arguing in the thread. Back when he was arguing in the thread and he was in like constant pedo debates with internet bod sports people and shit like that. Maybe back then he was kind of like a lolcow then. I think he kind of got away from it. I think he kind of got his head on track and was focusing on like making other people the content instead of himself for several years. But now it seems like it's totally like now narrative control slipped away. He's just like, he's fumbling. He's like scrambling around trying to figure out how to like get back some control over these more hostile communities.
Over a week, and they will try to piece together like every single thing in your life.
Because I think he managed to, he sort of kept the barrier, because for other people there's not really. So like so for Destiny there was always a barrier between, he is right about this, there was always almost a barrier between Kiwi Farms and the public perception. Other people don't really get this barrier. Other people just get the Turkey Tom video that airs out their entire Kiwi Farms thread. That's what other people get. They don't get the grace of this barrier of information. But the commentary YouTubers, because they were all bought into Destiny, weren't like just going and trolling through its Kiwi Farms thread to make videos out of it, like they would with literally anyone else. But now that his control over sort of like the more internety types of people, if you know what I mean, like the more edgy internet type of people that he sort of abandoned in his pursuit of the mainstream. Now that his control over that cohort, that demographic has slipped, he doesn't really have that barrier anymore. Those people that would usually just turn a blind eye and not repeat the stuff from there now hate this guy and are willing to just talk about this guy openly. Yes, this is so true. Equality feels like oppression when you're used to privilege, as the feminists say. That's so true. That is what Destiny is feeling right now. He is feeling equality. He is feeling being treated like everyone else. Not having his dick sucked by these fucking retard sweepers.
Ordinarily,
not having a huge empire of orbiters to run defense for him on streams day in, day out.
It is what it is. You can't really do anything about anti-fan communities like that. Although I do see that Joshua finally privated my revenge porn that's hosted on there. Thank you. I'm glad that enough people bringing attention to your site finally encourage you to do that. So good job. But it's also the reason why, like, you'll see a lot of.
So why didn't you serve a legal notice to Kiwi Farms to have them take those down? Because that's what they said in the post. That's what Josh said in the post, was that he was privating those videos out of an abundance of caution by his own decision, because there was no legal notice or court order served. Because Destiny didn't make any real effort to have them taken down, it seems. So what's the deal there? Exactly, it comes off like he wanted it to be public. That's just how it comes off. I don't know what his internal state of mind is. I can never know. However, to me, when I see someone get this triggered by it being made private, having not attempted to make it private, that comes off like you wanted that public.
Farms is Kiwi Farms. It is what it is. You can't really do anything about anti-fan communities like that. Although I do see that Joshua finally privated my revenge porn that's hosted on there. Thank you. I'm glad that enough people bringing attention to your site finally encourage you to do that. So good job. But it's also the reason why, like, you'll see a lot of moral outrage from people like that who will say, "Oh, this is the worst thing ever." Meanwhile, they're like, every other post is like, "Where is that revenge porn ad that I want to fucking download and jerk off to?" Yeah. So it's just, it is what it is. But yeah, somebody said this, like, there's a whole bunch of talking points. Again, I don't like to talk about this community too much because you give them attention, they thrive off of it. But there's a lot of talking points that, like, originate on there, and then you'll hear other people repeat it, and I instantly know, like, Gisticle gets a lot of info about me from Kiwi Farms. Or Ryan Beard in his video has, like, videos.
Also, guys, we're just gonna do a quick shill, okay? We're gonna do a quick shill right now. So we've got 1,000 viewers here. Hour and 40 minutes into the stream. So get ready for that, alright, guys? So, guys, 1,000 people here right now, 100 likes on stream. Some of those 900 or so people, would you mind please moving the cursor to the thumbs up and clicking it, or pressing the thumbs up on their mobile device? That would be hugely appreciated. Now, if you want to support the stream even further, you can donate directly through the Stream Elements link in the pin chat message. We love Stream Elements donations because YouTube does not get to take a cut of that money. We love getting Stream Elements donations. They are very awesome. Stream Elements donations are epic. However, I do understand that many people prefer the convenience of YouTube. And if you prefer that convenience, a great way to support me is by buying a membership. Buying a membership will create a recurring payment, helps build up a baseline of income on the channel every month. Thank you for the 5 gifted, very much, Venomous Villain. However, if you're like Venomous Villain and you already have a membership, you can gift memberships, okay? You can gift 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100. Crazy memberships. The super hype of the chat when you gift memberships. Everyone loves getting memberships gifted. Very awesome stuff. Thank you again, Venomous Villain. You can also buy a super sticker, which is a YouTube MJ GIF that'll be highlighted in chat, and I'll describe it to you. Or buy a super chat, which is a message that'll be highlighted in chat. And then, if it's over $5, it'll be read out on TTS. Okay? It'll be read out on TTS. If you want to keep up with the stream, go to discord.gg/Kuihman, twitter.com/Kuihman, or reddit.com/r/Kuihman. You can also go to kick.com/KuihmanLive to follow there, where we do lazy second streams later on in the night where we just chill, play Marvel Rivals, watch content, play music sometimes, talk about anime, all sorts of stuff. We have a great time on the Kick stream. I say slurs. It's great. We love Kick. So go follow on Kick as well. Kick.com/KuihmanLive. We'll probably be on there later. Can't wait for the set to be finished. You know, funny you say that. I actually made some progress today. I actually did make some progress today. So I believe the set will be finished at some point. Okay, I made some serious progress today. No, it's not enough to come up with. It's not actually, nothing's done in here yet. I've prepared. There's stuff been done, okay? So, it will be very soon. Very, very soon. Trust me. The process has begun. I already told you. Wait 1 minute. I need to cough. I already told you guys the first part, right? I bought these wooden slats to create a texture on the wall, and I have to treat them with tongue oil to get them into a better shade, get them to a better texture.
Hello, Jeremy.
Thank you for the $8, hugely appreciated. I have to treat them with tongue oil to get them in a nice sort of like amber darker amber color. And I'm gonna put them up behind me. I figure like sort of darker wood and a darker amberish wood will go well with like a darker red curtain. Some nice warm lighting in here. Like maybe, I think that'll look good. I think that'll look...
that are like watermarked by kiwi farms. So people just go there, they get all the information, and then through that, they're basically explicitly supporting like all of the doxing and swatting and everything that comes from kiwi farms. And then they go and they make mainstream videos about it. And then I'm like here, like if I call somebody, you know, like fat, I'm getting like canceled by my own community.
Let's see the progress. No shame smile.
I can't show you the progress right now. Maybe, okay, maybe if you join discord.gg/Kuihman, maybe I would take a photo of one of the wooden slats so you can preview the color, the shading. Perhaps.
Community for it. I don't know what to do about that. There's nothing really I can do about that.
Okay, let me run this back for a second.
Farms. So people just go there, they get all the information, and
Redbot actually will send you a helpful email if you're asking about set stuff. There's no way that's true, right? There's no way Redbot just responds to emails about fucking people building sets. He does. I don't know what to troll. I don't know who's trolling. I'm sure that's been said. Look, okay. I've actually heard that too. This tells me nothing. You know what I've heard many times? Red Bar's watching. You know what's never happening? Okay.
And then through that, they're basically explicitly supporting like all of the doxing and swatting and everything that comes from kiwi farms. And then they go and they make mainstream videos about it. And then I'm like here, like if I call somebody, you know, like fat, I'm getting like canceled by my own community for it. I don't know what to do about that.
I'll open the email. Hey, Mike. Just writing to let you know that I fucking hate Tony Hinchcliffe. Anyway, I'm building this set.
There's nothing really I can do about that. I have... I guess now, so for instance, a logistical server, a server that is the origination of a lot of sexual abuse, a lot of revenge porn, a lot of rapey people, a lot of like creepy.
Okay, right. Let me run this back.
That are like watermarked by kiwi farms.
Okay, yeah. Wait, we need to hear this bit. We need to hear this bit. This is an important part.
That revenge porn ad that I want to fucking download and jerk off to. Yeah, so it's just, it is what it is.
There's no way this guy actually thinks anyone's jerking off to this shit.
Yeah, somebody said this, like, there's a whole bunch of talking points. Again, I don't like to talk about this community too much because you give them attention, they thrive off of it. But there's a lot of talking points that like originate on there, and then you'll hear other people repeat it, and I instantly know like Gisticle gets a lot of info about me from kiwi farms. Or Ryan Beard in his video has like videos that are like watermarked by kiwi farms. So people just go there, they get all the information, and then through that, they're basically explicitly supporting like all of the doxing and swatting and everything that comes from kiwi farms, and then they go.
Okay, so there's his argument, okay? So all these people are using stuff from kiwi farms. They're explicitly supporting the doxing and swatting. He staked a huge, strong defense of kiwi farms against Caffles. When that whole thing was about swatting. The whole thing was about swatting. That was the whole premise of it. Exactly. Why did he never call out Turkey Tom for this when Turkey Tom was his best buddy doing this exact behavior? It's so transparent. It's not even funny. Let's pull up Ryan Beard's tweet anyway. So I retweeted Ryan Beard earlier because he made a great tweet just defending himself from this retarded shit. Lol, so this is latest cope is to claim that my nuke video is basically me just reading out his Kiwi Farms thread. This is blatantly false. I mean, he's not just reading it out. No, he's not just reading it out. But all that information can be found there, and it would be a great resource to make a video like that. I'm sure Ryan Beard used it. Like I said in my video, I've been collecting information from all over the internet for the past 3 years. The vast majority of stuff I talked about in my video did not come from Kiwi Farms. I did collect evidence from every possible source I could, and one of those places was Kiwi Farms. But I took everything there with a massive grain of salt, because most people on Kiwi Farms are absolutely horrible people. Destiny has also collected evidence against people using Kiwi farms in the past, so it's a ridiculous thing to criticize me for. Acting like a piece of evidence is invalidated simply because it was posted on Kiwi farms is a blatant use of the genetic fallacy, and Destiny knows this. He's just coping. And Destiny, we all know that you use Kiwi farms to dox 2 of your previous sexual partners. You don't get to weaponize Kiwi farms against women in your life for years and then turn around and cry like a bitch because some people used some evidence against you that was shared on there. It's actually hilarious how much you've turned out to be a worse version of Keffals. I mean, just totally raped. Just, like, totally raped by Ryan Beard here. Like, there is no response. You are just raped. What is the defense here? Yeah, I've also heard that Destiny's been using Kiwi farms even the last couple of days to get screenshots of Kelly and shit. Apparently he's been using like Code Cave screenshots.
Going back to this, okay? Somebody on Kiwi farms has made a thread of Anna. So if you are obsessed with Anna and you want to talk about her all the time, you, chatter, you can actually go to Kiwi farms and you can go and post all you want, read all you want, go there, post about it, talk about it. People put a lot of effort into categorizing and archiving everything. There you go, okay?
And
wow, this guy really cares.
When they make mainstream videos about it, and then I'm like here, like if I call somebody, you know, like fat, I'm getting like canceled by my own community for it. I don't know what to do about that. There's nothing really I can do about that. I have I guess now, so for instance, a logistical server, a server that is the origination of a lot of sexual abuse, a lot of revenge porn, a lot of rapey people, a lot of like creepy, weird, like horrible people, that if you ask Logistical at some points in history, he will agree with, and then at other points in history, he won't, depending on what's convenient for him at the moment. Have decided now that I guess Kelly has decided that she wants to start targeting and harassing my girlfriend by calling her a whore or a cheap whore for a cheap fat streamer.
Problem, mad, seethe, don't care. Seethe? Wow, he called your girlfriend fat? Seethe? Wow, he called you a cheap fat streamer? She called you a cheap fat streamer? Seethe? Don't care. Seethe? Cry? Apparently, guys, when someone wrongs you, it's okay to start talking about their husband and how their husband is like fucking, you know, doing whatever he said about Lav. It's okay to call them mid-Jew, pussy, evil bitch. It's okay to, what else has he done? Call Kelly unfuckable. It's okay to, fuck man, out a bunch of random sexual details about Cherry. Like, all this stuff is totally fine. It's all totally fine. But don't you dare refer to Destiny as a cheap, fat streamer.
I guess Kelly has decided that she wants to start targeting and harassing my girlfriend.
Do not dare point out Destiny's rapid weight gain over the last couple months.
By calling her a whore or a cheap whore for a cheap fat streamer, or whatever other stuff. I don't know why. I don't know how that's the new thing, but just when you're seeing stuff like this, there's always be aware that like the goal is always isolation. There's isolation and narrative control when it comes to Kiwi Farms. So if they spam a certain narrative enough and then they link, and trust me, you can go through these threads and they're linking every single Reddit thread, like post here, post here, post here, post here, post here. So it's narrative control, and then it's how many people around this person can we harass?
Bro, where is the brigading? I've not seen any brigading in there. What?
Or can we dox or SWAT or whatever, and like that's just the goal for all of it. It's pretty cringe, it's pretty gross. I expect the behavior from Kiwi Farms. It is what it is. Like I said, communities like that will always exist, but it's really gross when people like Logistical, whose information I hope I can find soon, are like trying to amplify. And just a random
JStalk dox threat, just throwing out JStalk dox threats. Because remember guys, he's so above Kiwi Farms. He's nothing like them. DGG's nothing like that. Okay guys? He's so above all that, just where he throws out random dox threats on JStalk. Wow.
Put a magnifying glass on info over there and then have it spread into the other world. That's just wild to me, but you know. It is what it is.
My mic just fucked up. It wasn't muted. It just like said disconnected. I had to replug it. Okay. Sorry, what was I saying? He banned someone. I was gonna check what he banned for.
To me, but you know. It is.
Yeah, I've spoken to Cherry. I think she's... Look, Cherry's getting along. Okay? What do you mean, sure, buddy? Yeah, that's literally what happened, retard. It literally came up saying USB device not recognized, you fucking retard. What you on about? Didn't you lurk... Okay, so this is what he banned for. Didn't you lurk in his NSFW channel DMing women? That's it. That's it. Okay. And that's true. He did. That's very true.
Is what it is. There's also a weird schism in r/lonerbox where a lot of those KF points get repeated for some reason. The goal is always like, I guess if you want to be schizophrenic, it's like, if you want to be schizophrenic, it's like gang stalking, unironically though. The goal is to just like find the separation points.
And guys, this is where we've gotten to. Destiny is now accusing people of gang stalking. He is now saying he is a targeted individual, guys. He is being gang stalked. How this is beyond parody. Imagine being a DGGer in Big 2025. In Big 2025, you're supporting a guy, you're riding for a guy who is on stream crying that he's being gang stalked. He's being gang stalked, guys, okay? They're out to get him. He's going crazy. He walks down the street, he sees a guy scratch the right side of his nose. He just starts firing. He's not even waiting. Ask questions later. Ask questions later. You know, he's... Destiny walking back to his apartment, sees 2 red cars, having a panic attack. Having a total panic attack.
To just lean into those and push as hard as possible. So if there's something negative involving me in Lonerbox, then they'll focus on that. But you'll notice that like as soon as people kind of like drift out of my orbit, then they don't bother them anymore. So the goal is always like if you say anything nice or not unhinged about me, then they'll go crazy on you. So like Willie Mack has been the target for a while. Tom was the target because of that tweet.
Everyone's trying to take down Willie Mack because of Destiny. Everyone's trying to take down Willie Mack because of Destiny. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's... I've been saying that Willie Mack's videos fucking blow for the last 6 months. And then just the moment he started acting smug with me, it annoyed me to the point where I wasn't going to pretend that's, you know, not really annoying anymore.
Jistical used to be a target, but now he's cool because he's like an anti-fan. And that's just how that place works. So, yeah.
Pay for $2.
How do you see this ending? I mean, the way they usually are is you just keep streaming, you keep on trudging along, and then usually they get bored and they fuck off. That's all you could ever do. But
oh wait, that looks really bad.
Okay,
bro.
so he moves on for a minute. He moves on for a minute.
well, I should take up about what? No.
David, €2. No, thank you. Super Secret Repair
Anything you can tell us about the actual legal part?
Bashful.
So many people saying different things about what needs to be proven in court for you to be held liable. I can't really talk about. I shouldn't talk about like the actual claims at stake, other than like it's all bullshit. I've watched a lot of. There was some guy. Fuck, what's his name?
It's all bullshit, guys. It's all bullshit.
Name. I don't know. There was some guy in a suit who's been doing things. Most of the legal analysis is just really, really, really bad. I don't know. Again, I don't know what it is about lawyers. It's like worse than like people that call themselves like soft. Like
now, this part I'm certain is true. This part I'm certain is true. He's about to mention legal mindset as well. Can I just? This is one of the, you know, Destiny throwing in a little bit of truth to keep you going with all the lies and bullshit that he's been throwing out for the rest of the stream. Legal Mindset is a fucking retard. Legal Mindset, I would be stunned if this guy is operating above 85 IQ. I would genuinely be stunned if this was the case. I watched a Legal Mindset video where he reads over the, is it video voyeurism or sexual cyber harassment statute, and he repeatedly says that Cherry could probably qualify for it, despite it constantly reiterating visual depictions only. It's only visual depictions, repeatedly. And it's, oh, I think Cherry could get him on this. I think Cherry... No. You're a retard. You're an idiot. The guy Chud had on also seems fucking stupid. No idea why anyone takes that guy seriously. Also seems like a fucking idiot. And we'll see it in this.
Full stack dev. And it's like, what the fuck do you mean full stack dev? And it's like, well, I made a website once and on WordPress, and I know how to get information out of a database sometimes. Okay, very full stack. Like, just the most random shit. The lawyer people are the same thing. Some of the commentary is so bad. Like, it's actual, oh, the Legal Mindset guy, yeah. I don't know if these guys just don't do criminal law or if it's just lawyers in general are fucking retarded. I mean, they are some of the worst people that I've seen. They are some of the worst people that I've seen on the internet, just in terms of, like, general knowledge. Like, the answer...
Yeah, law tubers are generally pretty bad, but for some reason there's a bunch of retards that have suddenly, in like this area of the internet, that have totally forgotten that. And they've suddenly decided they're going to take any, like, opinion from a law tuber seriously. The first question you always should ask yourself when you see a law tuber is, why are you on YouTube and not in a courtroom? That's the first question. Now, Bruce Rivers, you look at Bruce Rivers, and it's like, why are you on YouTube and not in a courtroom? Well, it's because you are a lawyer, but your son wanted you to start making these videos because he thought it would take off, and it did. By the way, Bruce Rivers' son died recently. Very sad to hear. Thoughts and prayers go out to Bruce Rivers and his family. Dude, why does people dying just make me laugh every time? I don't know. It's fucked up. It shouldn't. It's very bad. So... you see Bruce Rivers, and he's like he's a wealthy guy who, you know, he's clearly competent. He does well on YouTube. It's not like it's actually funny that his son died. I don't know why. Saying thoughts and prayers makes me laugh. I just don't know how to do it without laughing. It's just something fucking wrong in my brain, okay? I'm just a retard. Okay, I'm a total retard. So yeah, you can see Bruce is like a competent, educated, intelligent guy who's in. I am irony poisoned. I'm irony poisoned. That's very true. In a nice office, he's like a very he's clearly intelligent, intelligent lawyer, competent lawyer, and he gets lots of views. So it's like, sure, it makes sense that you could be both a good lawyer and YouTuber. Makes total sense. But then you look at that fat retard Chud had on, and it's like, why are you living in some shitty fucking apartment, some dog shit, dirty ass, dingy ass apartment with a shitty ass landline phone next to you and a bunch of shitty scuffed books on a shitty fucking bookshelf? Why is that? Why are you on YouTube as a lawyer living in a shithole? And the most likely answer is because you're a shit lawyer and a shit YouTuber. That's the most likely answer. That is the most likely answer. You often don't have to look past the first glance to really understand these things.
The real answer is that when you graduate school, you just won't remember everything from school, which is fair.
This is an objectively correct opinion. Law tubers are worthless. That guy's legal analysis was fucking stupid. He says here he doesn't think Destiny has a legal team. He says, there's no way this guy's a legal team. You're an idiot. You're a total idiot.
Like if you graduate, or I should say tort, I shouldn't say criminal. Well, no, because some of these things are supposedly criminal. When you graduate school, you don't remember every single individual thing from school, which is fine. But for some reason, every lawyer pretends that they do. Like, oh yeah, like I can give you the full breakdown on this. And it's like, what do you do for work? And it's like nothing even remotely related.
He's implying they didn't do well coaching him. No, he's not. He makes a factual statement that Destiny does not have a legal team.
It's on any of it, yeah. Are you cooked? I'm already cooked. I am as done like weeks ago. I'm as done as
You'll see, he plays the clip here.
Gonna get. Like that's it. Like that's everything else now is just fucking annoying shit to deal with.
Jimmy McGill is possibly the greatest lawyer ever, and he lived in a shithole. At Kuihman, shit argument. Okay.
But apparently that's not true, because if you ask all the lawyer people, apparently the FBI and the DOJ is about to come down on me and fucking bring some crazy shit, I guess.
Guys, you can like the guy because he does the epic drama analysis and says the people you don't like are going to get totally owned in court. You can like him because he says the things you enjoy and you want to sit there like fucking jerking off to the idea that some lawyer is telling you someone you don't like is going to prison. But he's actually not saying anything intelligent. That's the sad reality. I hate to break it to you.
Himself, the Attorney General herself is going to come and arrest me, I guess, yeah. The lawyer Chet had on suggests you had no legal team at all? On what basis? What is he even a American lawyer, or wait, link me. Now I'm curious. YouTube drama is basically Kiwi Farms and Leftoid Flash. Yeah, basically. YouTube drama, it's just like a ton of like Zoomer socialist, commie, tanky.
The Mario guy was cool. But the Mario guy was also very ideological. And while I would trust him to give me like a relatively good opinion about like free speech and stuff like that, if he started speaking out of his wheelhouse, I would have an immediate like knee-jerk response of like, what the fuck are you on about? I think.
Link me. Now I'm curious. YouTube drama is basically Kiwi Farms and Leftoid Flash. Yeah, basically. YouTube drama, it's just like a ton of like Zoomer socialist, commie, tanky, weird shit, yeah. What do you mean by cooked? What can actually happen? Like the worst has happened. Like it's all the stupid fucking just everything.
The lawyer watches clip of Destiny on Adam and Sitch. Well, we'll see the lawyer's response. If there's people here claiming that this guy's actually really smart, he's actually a really good lawyer, and he didn't say a bunch of retarded bullshit in this conversation, then we'll take a look. We'll see if he's got an awesome response.
Wait, I'm curious for a link for this chud lawyer guy.
Sitch isn't retarded. Adam's fucking retarded. Adam is like sub 100 IQ.
No, it's funny because we learned Destiny.
Yeah, Mario isn't a law tuber either. He's like, I do have a slight skepticism towards Mario, or I did when I first saw him, because any internet lawyer makes me uneasy. Any lawyer with like any kind of internet presence makes me uneasy, and has done since do you remember that loser? Do you remember that loser Ryan Morrison, the video game attorney? Do you remember that fucking loser? I think that guy put a permanent bad taste in my mouth for internet lawyers.
We're in full report mode regarding Justical and Smelly Gene. Listen, if you see people breaking rules on other Discord servers, you should absolutely report the fuck out of it, of course. I want to make Discord a better place.
Remember, no standards, absolutely zero standards coming from this community, from this person. As he's argued, you shouldn't operate with standards against people who are operating with no standards against you, obviously. So, just saying, he's put out that argument.
Wait, I'm just curious where he
Anything he justifies against other people, he is justifying against himself.
I mean, like, I can't watch most of this because he's going to say crazy shit, and I probably can't. I don't want to comment on like claims specific to my, to the whatever bullshit is going to last forever. Dumb. What am I looking for? Was it that legal team?
Pacer filings, because that's the federal.
Nobody's talking about right-wing lawyers. Test channel wow. Retard. I'm not talking about right-wing lawyers. I don't care if a lawyer is right-wing or left-wing. That doesn't affect my judgment of how good their legal analysis is. Their legal analysis of Rakita was pretty dumb, as far as I'm aware. A lot of them were saying he was going to be far more fucked than he actually was. The sense I got was Rakita's going to fucking prison when I was watching LawTubers around that time. That's the sense I was getting.
Court stuff. I'll send you a link. I don't know if you've ever used it before. You can find the federal court thing where everything that gets put, it's all done electronically. So the day it happens, it's up. We'll see if an attorney enters an appearance because he's got 21 days to respond from the 18th. In between that time, if he retains counsel, they'll enter their appearances. So we'll know if he's got a legal team. We'll know what's going on. But right now, I'm assuming he's
potentially criminal. Actually called Rakita not getting much. Well, fair enough. That's a point in his favor then.
Probably full of shit. I don't think he's got a legal team because I just can't imagine it at this point.
I mean,
maybe
that sounds insane. I mean,
Like,
but I know the legal mindset guy was going pretty hard. I know, is it Uncivil Law? Was going pretty hard. Their legal analysis on Rakita was spot on. All of them said he was going to settle. You're sure? You don't think Uncivil Law ever said he was going to prison? You don't? Yeah?
like, why couldn't we imagine that? What is his rationale for this?
I don't know. He
wouldn't be the first guy. I mean, to be fair, when Pixie said I'm going to get legal counsel, I thought, don't talk about it, be about it. Everybody says they're going to sue somebody, and clients are like, oh my god, they said they're going to sue me. I'm like, nothing you can do until they do it. So, right now, until they do it, they're just talking shit, and then some.
Is he not a real lawyer, or I don't know if that's not true, that there's nothing you can do until somebody files a complaint against you. What a stupid fucking thing to say. Okay.
Sometimes they do, and then a lot of times they don't. And I kind of thought, honestly, I thought Pixie was going to pull a Keffels.
Okay, look, I'll reserve judgment, okay? But this is dumb. Say you can't imagine he has a legal team, he obviously has a legal team, okay?
Off into the wind with the money. Like, oh yeah, I guess I'll sue him, I'll get to it, and that never happened either. So, I mean, I think that's what a lot of people are expecting. I think that's what Destiny was hoping. And Pixie decided to, do what she thought was right, and I'm glad she did it. Because this is, I can only imagine if there's 15 that have come forward, how many more are out there? How many more don't even realize it happened to them?
I'm not saying 100% correcting predict. I'm not saying that you have to predict everything perfectly accurately. I'm saying the reasoning I get is terrible. Again, we can go to... Look, this is the easiest example I can show you guys of just how fucking terrible these LawTubers are. I'm not talking about conclusions. I'm not talking about political sides. I'm talking about reasoning. I am talking about reasoning, okay?
Under Florida law. Broadcast means electronically transmitting a visual image or visual recording. Uh-oh. So while under the last one, we were questioning whether or not it would apply to audio, this 100% applies to audio. So
did you hear that? You hear this?
Broadcast means electronically transmitting a visual image or visual recording. Uh-oh. So while under the last one, we were questioning whether or not it would apply to audio, this 100% applies to audio.
So this is the sort of impression I have of LawTubers, okay? So forgive me if I'm being knee-jerk with some of these people. Forgive me when this is the sort of shit I've been seeing. Okay? When he's literally sitting here reading visual recording and then goes, well, I don't know if the last one applies to audio, but this one certainly does. So forgive me for having a knee-jerk reaction to these people. When they're saying stuff like, I can't imagine he has a legal team. Obviously he has a legal team. No, he didn't misread one line. He repeats this for the entire segment.
So if this is audio of you getting a certain 100% applies to audio. So if this is audio of you getting a certain sloppy toppy, I think that's a legal
He keeps
term.
repeating this. He keeps
if
doing
this.
this.
Is the heavy breathing of a active Fuentes. That would be enough to qualify under digital voyeurism, right? Digital voyeurism. Family or household members, the same member meaning as in their statute, probably means a colloquial meaning, so somebody in your family or somebody's living with you. Imaging device means mechanical, digital, electronic viewing, still camera, camcorder, motion picture, or any instrument, equipment or format capable of recording, storing visual images of another person. I know. Did I disturb you guys? Did I disturb you guys? Eagle will clip that. Don't worry. Eagle will clip that. Also, Patrick Todd from 99 says, hot take, Wickard is worse than Dred Scott or Rowe because while those were bad in specific areas, Wickard led the feds in all parts of your life. I 100% agree, and that's not a hot take at all. That actually is like a 400 IQ take. People have no idea how bad Wickard...
Dude, you're like so retiring saying this legal analysis is bad, is sweeping for Destiny. You are beyond low IQ. You are like erudite tier IQ. You have been kicked in the head by a horse as a child.
Still more ended up for just the expansion of federal power and how the federal government was able to insert its tendrils, its poisonous tendrils, into every piece of our society that the original founders would have never intended. They never would have intended such an overreach of federal government into what was supposed to be largely sovereign states, our republic, right? Our republic. The keyword is republic, right? People, there's a real power to the republic, right? Big thing. Terrible court decision. If it was overturned, I'd be happy, but the feds would have a breakdown. I mean, I'm just glad we got Chevron overturned. I'm like, I'll take little victories. I'm like, we got Chevron. Like I was like, hallelujah, praise Jesus, we got Chevron.
It doesn't apply. It doesn't apply because it specifies visual image, visual depiction.
I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for miracles. Chevron was
visual image or visual recording. It specifies. It says repeatedly throughout this statute, about 50 times, it says visual.
Happy about Chevron. The gallons must flow, yes. Let's continue before I go into like legal cope or legal hope. There's position of trust and authorities. This is a position occupied by a person 18 years or older who's a caregiver, coach, or employer. So obviously there's going to be an aggravating factor. Privately exposing the body means exposing a sexual organ. Reasonable expectation of poverty means circumstances under which a reasonable person would
look, and it even says here it has to the recording has to expose a sexual organ as well.
Believe that he or she could fully disrobe in privacy without being concerned the person's undressing was being viewed, recorded, or broadcast by another, whether it's the interior of a residential dwelling, bedroom, changing room, fitting room, dressing room, or tanning booth. A person commits the offense of digital voyeurism if, for their own amusement, entertainment, sexual arousal, gratification, or profit, or for the purpose of degrading, exploiting, or abusing the person, intentionally uses or installs an imaging device to secretly view, broadcast, or record a person without that person's knowledge and consent, who is dressing, undressing, or privately exposing the body at a place and time when the person has a reasonable expectation of privacy. For their amusement, entertainment, sexual arousal, gratification, or profit, if you intentionally permit the use or installation of an imaging device to secretly view, broadcast, or record a person without their knowledge and consent, who's dressing, undressing, or exposing the body to a place where they have a reasonable expectation of privacy. So whether you're intentionally using it or installing it, or whether you're permitting its use, still bad. Still bad. Next, if you're intentionally using an image device to secretly view, broadcast, record under or through the clothing worn by another person without the person's knowledge. So guys, all of those X-ray glasses, I know you horny boys out there that bought those like see through the girls' clothes glasses.
Okay,
little
great,
X-ray
man.
glasses.
Thank you. Hilarious stuff, really.
If you were 19 years of age or older, it's a felony of the 3rd degree. If you intentionally disseminate or distribute or transfer the image, can be a felony of the 3rd degree.
Yeah, it's like, it's so explicit in this law. Yeah, we're going to stop watching this retard. He keeps saying it, though. It's so explicit in this law. It's a visual only, repeatedly. Visual, 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 imaging device, visual, visual, visual. And he's like, wow, oh, wow, wow, Destiny's fucked. Wow, Destiny's going to fucking prison. I don't know if he says that. But he's like, he's saying that law applies to Cherry's case repeatedly. He's such a fucking idiot.
And I kind of thought, honestly, I thought Pixie was going to pull the Keffels and just off into the wind with the money. Like, oh, yeah, I guess I'll sue him. I'll get to it. And that never happened either. So, I mean, I think that's what a lot of people are expecting. I think that's what Destiny was hoping. And Pixie decided to, do what she thought was right. And I'm glad she did it. Because this is, I can only imagine if there's 15 that have come forward, how many more are out there? How many more don't even realize it happened to them?
That number is, by the way, not even remotely close to what people think it is saying, but okay.
There's actually another clue to your little theory here, and that is that at one point Destiny says something like his legal team or lawyers didn't expect Pixie to file a lawsuit. I mean, is that a reasonable expectation from like a legal perspective, do you think, or was that a bit short-sighted, naive?
I don't think it's wrong to think that that's impossible. But yeah,
visual recordings has audio in it, Todd. Reasonable to think audio is against law as well. You are brain damaged. Legitimately brain damaged. You don't understand how to read a sentence. That's how dumb you are. That is how dumb you are. It doesn't say, the sentence doesn't say, any material that contains a component of a video, including audio, does it? It says visual image, visual depiction, visual recording. That's what it says. It doesn't say It doesn't say anything that might be included in a video at some point.
There's like you're kind of stuck though.
It also says expose a sex organ. Please explain to me how a audio recording would expose a sex organ. Please, I'll wait for you.
Until it happens, there's. Oh, they said they're going to sue me. I mean, it's very much. You get out like it. You have to wait till they launch the attack. So there's a lot of times where it's just don't make things worse, and then if they attack you, then we'll respond. But there's not a whole lot you can do till she starts, loosening arrows at you. Which I mean, ultimately, that's really just the nature of it. It's, she gets to throw the first punch.
Sure. Okay. This is something that Mario kind of briefly mentioned, because I actually spoke. Mario helped me out tremendously with something previously in regards to the DMCA thing, which I'm.
Yeah, the most likely thing Destiny would be got on in regards to Cherry is wiretapping. It's the two-party consent laws, right? Especially because it's in a place where she has an expectation of privacy, assumedly, in the bedroom.
Very appreciative.
Yeah.
But he sort of alluded to there maybe being some sort of free speech aspect, like a First Amendment thing. And I'm wondering, is that an interference with some of these statutes that are governing this revenge porn stuff, or?
So the federal statute and the state statute, they pretty much mirror each other. There could be some First Amendment concerns there, but for Destiny, let's wipe those off the map, because there's 5 counts. We'll get rid of count 1 and count 2 of the complaint. Fine. He intentionally inflicted emotional distress on a woman. He violated her privacy. And what's the 5th one?
Just as a quick,
like, that's colloquially true, right? Colloquially, what this potentially criminal just said here is true. But I don't know if the stuff Destiny's done would legally be punished as emotionally inflicting emotional distress on a woman. So it makes me incredibly worried about this guy's whole fucking analysis. It makes me very wary of anything this guy's saying if he's stating these things so clearly. Because my understanding was that intentionally inflicting emotional damage on someone or whatever it is, that's one of the hardest things to prove and usually requires some kind of physical situation. What are you saying? What? Why are you saying it's a civil case? Why'd you keep saying it's a civil case? I understand it's a fucking civil case. No one's saying it's a... I didn't say criminal. I didn't say prison. Destiny admitted to inflicting emotional damage in DMs. Intentionally inflicting emotional damage. Again, it's why Destiny's saying that people are retarded and don't understand, like, what malice is, what proximate harm and foreseeability are. He is... You're giving him room to say people are retarded by over-egging your statements and pretending to be more sure than you can possibly be. Why do you... It's so fucking... It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I wish you could just stop being so retarded. I wish someone could just wobble your head and make you not be brain damaged. Yeah, the distinction between civil and criminal here makes no fucking difference to me, Logico, so I've got no idea why you're saying that. It makes no difference to anything I just said. The bar isn't that high. If the claim is reasonable, it will be treated as such. My understanding is that's not true. The last thing I heard about this was that intentionally inflicting emotional harm, that statute is very hard to get. That is very difficult. That's the last thing I heard. And it seemed well reasoned. So if you guys have got different information that indicates that actually that's very easy to get, that actually what Destiny is provided, and I mean, when I say, has anyone got any information on this, I don't mean link me a law to you or analyzing Destiny, okay? That's not what I mean. Didn't Kuihman literally critique people for being wannabe lawyers, yet here he's pretending he knows better than one? I'm saying the lawyer's logic does not make sense based on other things I've heard. I do not simply take a lawyer's word as law. Again, we can run through this, okay? We can run through this very easily. Absolute bottom of the barrel of legal analysis. Layman retard covering drama, okay? Me, Sunday. This is bottom of Destiny. This is bottom of the barrel legal analysis, okay? Next step up is a law tuber. Okay? That's the next step up. That still fucking suck. That still fucking sucks. That's still terrible. A law tuber is still terrible. Next step up. Law tuber with specific relevant experience and has actually had cases, has actually been to court. Next step up, lawyer with expertise that isn't a law tuber. And then gold standard, lawyer that you've paid for legal advice, okay? And that is the only time I will take legal advice as anything close to, or legal statements, as anything close to given, right? If someone is paying a lawyer for legal advice, and that's I see the legal advice they're replying with, that is like the only time where I'm like, okay, that sounds like good analysis. And I trust it, okay? If I'm hearing some law tuber say some shit that doesn't make sense, like, oh, this visual recording law totally applies to audio, then yeah, I'm gonna be like, wow, this lawyer sounds like a fucking retard. Yeah, that's the case. I'm gonna call lawyers retarded if they're saying something fucking retarded. If he's been to court, then this guy's better than a lot of people. It says, it does, dude, Bava Aurora, you are obviously ESL. I'm not arguing with an ESL person about the law. You can't read the sentences properly, okay? It says in the law, visual, you can see it, recording. Visual, you can look at it, it records images, recording.
Quick thing, anybody that is even uttering anything having to do with revenge porn related to me has absolutely no idea what, they don't know anything about what the elements are of any of the underlying crimes that they're alleging. They don't know what, like, malicious intent means. There's also two other terms if you're bored. Things called proximate harm and foreseeability are also, like, these people are just fucking clueless. Oh, God, I can't... Like, listening to retards talk about my legal case is one of the most frustrating things. Holy shit, it's actually so fucking retarded. I'm good. You know, we'll see how it goes.
So, again, he is feigning confidence here, but retards give him room to do so because they overstate claims. Now, let's see this uncivil law... This uncivil law. What's this guy? Potentially criminal, is that his name? I'll see him with Adam and Sitch, okay? I will give him a chance, okay? There's the one non-retard in chat right now has said, or the one non-retard giving legal statements who has defended this guy and given a good reasoning for this guy. So I will give him a chance. We'll look at the Adam and Sitch stuff. We'll see his response to what Destiny said here.
Hey.
We'll see his response to what Destiny said here. I won't write him off as a total retard yet, okay? I will not count him as just the same as legal mindset. I will give him a chance to explain himself here. But if I don't get a good answer, trust me. If I get good responses, trust me, you're not going to like it. I'm going to be very hostile towards this tubby-looking man, this tubby, jolly old-looking man.
These legal issues. Now, after this, we're going to watch Destiny's, his manifesto to see how that all pans out.
Anything you can tell us about the actual legal part? So many people saying different things about what needs to be proven in court for you to be held liable. I can't really talk about. I shouldn't talk.
I do know what I can tell you the good answers right now. Here's a good answer to him saying, when he comes to the point where he claimed that Destiny almost definitely doesn't have a legal team, what he's supposed to say in response is, I was just using that as a figure of speech. I didn't mean that literally. Obviously, he probably has a legal team, but he's not taking good advice. That's what he should. That's a good answer, because the thing he said initially was fucking retarded. If he means that literally, it's fucking stupid. So that would be a good answer. A walk back. That would be a good answer. So let's get into it.
Talk about like the actual claims at stake, other than like it's all bullshit. I've watched a lot of. There was some guy. What's his name?
That's fair. He can do that.
I don't know. There was some guy.
Say it's saying it's all bullshit. Perfect. It's wrong. Right. We'll prove it out in court. Great. You know, he's got money. Like, have a PR person do this. Have your attorney do this. You know, that's how you handle this, if you could afford to do it.
I don't know how much money Destiny has. I've heard that Pixie was asking for 15 million.
Yeah.
Which does Destiny have 15 million? I mean, 15 million.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
But that's fucking money.
You know what? Well, you know what? Well, I want 15 million. Okay, well, you can come down from there, though. That's kind of the whole
I was just part of the deal thing.
You ask for a lot, and then, well, I get
whatever.
This is bare minimum, figuring that one out. Okay, where does he start watching the actual legal analysis? That's what I want.
General knowledge. And it's like...
We do the law.
Yeah, you a prosecutor?
Yeah. All the prosecutor in 2 seconds. They remember because we do it all. Taking people like different, like $5,000-$6,000 work.
Right.
It's like he does.
Go to a better place.
Is that something Destiny? Oh my God, he's sending people.
Oh yeah. What else was I thinking of? Oh yeah. Do you guys remember a few months ago, or like a year ago, way longer than that, like a year ago, when Destiny was kind of freaking out? Well, not freaking out on stream, but he was like he got on to talk about how he was going to take on his parents' credit card debt or whatever. He was going to pay off his parents' credit card debt. And he was like stressing about 700K. We're about to watch the video. I'm getting to the video, you fucking sped. You fucking moron. They haven't started watching the video yet. We skipped the fucking Marvel Rivals clip, you Down syndrome fuck. You fucking moron. You want to watch Marvel Rivals clips? Are you fucking retarded? Do you have a Sorry, you do have a mental disability. Let's carry on.
To mass report discords now? Really?
Yes.
Is that something Destiny does?
Apparently.
Wow.
I don't know what he's referring to, but apparently.
He makes that claim. I mean, I can't watch most of this because he's going to say crazy shit, and I probably can't. I don't want to comment on like claims specific to my, to the whatever bullshit is going to last forever. Dumb. What am I looking for?
Your gooning folder?
Yeah. He was trying to get rid of all of his mum's cats, wasn't he? He was trying to get rid of all of his mum's cats. He was handing off kids to handing off cats to his fans. He's handing off kids to his fans. Who knows? Handing off cats to his fans. Being like, hey, can anyone in Florida come pick up these cats? He's like, you can have 2 cats left, and then I'll pay off your credit card debt. With his mom.
Pacer filings. That's the federal court stuff. I'll send you a link. I don't know if you've ever used it before. You can find the federal court thing where everything that gets put, it's all done electronically. So the day it happens, it's up.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. They had like 15 or 17 cats or something. It was some shit I can't remember, man.
He enters an appearance because he's got 21 days to respond from the 18th. In between that time, if he retains counsel, they'll enter their appearances, so we'll know if he's got a legal team, we'll know what's going on. But right now, I'm assuming he's probably full of shit. I don't think he's got a legal team because I just can't imagine it at this point.
Why does Chud look like he's being investigated by the feds? Like, what's going on?
Why do you look so nervous? That's a good question.
I don't know. Chud didn't seem that way to me when I was talking to him, so.
I like Chud, but
yeah, I like Chud too. We haven't had him on in a long time, but it's funny because his eyes are like darting around.
I know.
I think he was reading because his chat started
he likes Chud now.
Like a machine gun.
I thought they had a falling out over that $5 super chat.
Right. Yeah.
Also, I realized you guys look like the "Don't ever talk to my son again" me.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, maybe that's not to say.
Like, why couldn't we imagine that? What is his rationale for this?
He wouldn't be the first guy. You're acting. I mean, to be fair, when Pixie said I'm going to get legal counsel, I thought, Bull talked about it, be about it. Everybody says they're going to sue somebody, and clients are like, oh my god, they said they're going to sue me. I'm like, nothing you can do until they do it. So right now, until they do it, they're just talking shit, and then some.
Is he not a real lawyer, or that's I don't know if that's not true that there's nothing you can do until somebody files a complaint against you.
Real lawyer means you agree with Destiny, just so you know his definition.
I mean, like, what is he? What'd you say? Yeah.
Real lawyer means that you agree with Destiny. Otherwise, you're not a real lawyer.
I mean, this idea though, like somebody says they're going to sue you, like what does Destiny think you do? You go, no, I'm going to sue you first. Like, there's not maybe anything you could like counterclaim them for. I mean, somebody.
Okay, well, I mean, this sounds like almost like a literal miscommunication. Like they're not understanding what each of them is saying. Obviously, you can, if someone says they're going to sue you, obviously, yeah, you can't file first or something, but you can engage legal counsel and start preparing like your defense and your statement and stuff like that, right? You can do stuff before you get sued. So I don't know if they just misunderstand each other or what. I assume so. I feel like even the most like retarded dogshit lawyer would know that there's obviously stuff you can do before you get sued. So I think this guy is basically, he's reading doing stuff before you get sued as like filing stuff, as like taking actual official legal steps with like the court, right? But Destiny's using it to mean like actually like, taking preparations and shit.
He says they're going to seek legal action. You're like, okay, cool, have a nice day. You do that. Like, what are you supposed to do? Go, nuh-uh, or, make a phone call and, find like, Mike Ehrmantraut, or what is that the name of the guy from Better Call Saul, and tell him to go like snuff someone out? Like, there's not a whole lot you can do. In a Destiny situation, notice what he didn't do. He didn't do anything. Pixie said, I'm coming after your ass, and Destiny didn't do anything. So that kind of tips the hand that there wasn't anything to do.
I mean, you just don't know.
Destiny didn't have a cause of action himself to launch. He had to sit there and wait, and then he had to basically hold his breath and wait. Maybe she files, maybe she doesn't, and that's. I just don't understand his thought process here.
Could he sue the hacker?
You're going to have to find him, and like he says, he thinks it's some loser who's got no money. What's that going to do?
Right.
I mean, yeah, he could sue him, but it's like you caused a problem too. It's like, but had you not done what you did, Destiny, this hacker would never have been able to do what he did.
Right.
So I mean, like.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I'm just saying, like, this is just. I get it. I'm very abrasive, and he probably saw me the night before talking about total orbiter death, and that the Destiny orbiters are going to have a Kessler syndrome, which Destiny destroys, and all the orbiters get knocked out, and it's just completely destroyed over there. Do you guys know what the Kessler syndrome is?
No.
So it's the idea that if you put enough space junk up in orbit, like you destroy a satellite, it creates shrapnel that flies around the Earth, and it destroys all the satellites. Kind of like what happened in Gravity.
Wow, great.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
So like when Destiny goes down, all the orbiters.
I came here for legal analysis, not fucking space analysis, buddy. Okay.
I mean, they're kind of doing that a bit already. So
yeah, but when he really goes down, like it's going to be total.
I honestly don't believe he's going to go down. I just think Destiny makes good content. People like his content, even though they obviously don't agree with his moral compass. I think most people, if not all people, are completely against this. What he did. So yeah. I just think if he continues to make content, obviously he's not. You don't think he's going to go to jail for this, right?
No. But it's the idea that, and you guys were kind of mentioning this, he was on the precipice of becoming mainstream.
Yeah, that's what he's been working for.
And that's gone now. And that's kind of what I mean. The orbit is toast.
Right.
That. Like, if you ran into, like, I know Chud was, like he mentioned, like he kind of got to start there. He broke away from that. But anybody who's been there with him for a long time and who still is with him until it happened, a lot of those people, you're kind of tarnished. Kind of like, it's when you're tied to somebody who's got a bad reputation now, he kind of destroys your reputation and tarnishes it.
Right.
So that's more what I'm talking about. He's kind of destroyed this. And he probably also destroyed it for people, more and more, like there's any right-leaning streamers who are trying to get into a similar situation because he's kind of ruined it for everybody.
How long before Piers Morgan brings this up next when he comes on Piers Morgan's show? Because I think that's inevitable.
Yes, at some point it will be.
Yeah. Piers Morgan is going to do a little sneak attack on him. Start giving us some Andrew Tate type questions.
Yeah.
It's a fucking thing to say. Okay.
Sometimes they do, and then a lot of times they don't.
This React caption is getting insane.
Thank you for the 333 squirrelites. Thank you.
Yeah, I kind of thought, honestly, I thought Pixie was just off in the wind. Like, oh yeah, I guess I want to do it. And not gonna happen. So I mean, I think there's a lot of people expecting anything Destiny's open, and Pixie decided to do what she was right, and I'm glad she did it because this is. I can only imagine there's 15 that come forward.
When have I? Dude, you're retarded. I've never said Sean claimed Destiny was going to jail. It's a fucking civil case, you downy.
Look at that, Sean, defamation.
What are you fucking talking about?
I don't trust this lawyer because he knows way too much about streamers/DGG drama.
Thank you for the $5, that guy 66.
There, you thought he was going to take the money and run. You bad boy, you. Of course he's going to follow through with the lawsuit. How dare you, Sean?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
That
I literally never claimed that. I've never claimed that.
Close to what people think it is saying, but okay.
Pause it. So he's admitting
John. You can press the button.
Oh, I can? I didn't know that.
But you have to press the pause button in the bottom corner. You can't press on the video like you do on YouTube.
Okay.
It won't work.
Yeah. I didn't know.
See this pause? Here, pause it. Show us that you can.
Okay.
Oh, success!
Impressed. Okay, anyway.
Myself a hug.
I know.
Yeah, literally just I'm just removing this fucking
this is the problem when you say things.
We are banning retards now. Retards who are just making shit up are easy banned.
He's saying that number is not as high as you think it is. So that implies there is a number.
What's the number?
That's happened.
What's the
When I
context?
said the number of women who had their images leaked, I said it's at least 15, it's probably more. And he says that number's not that high.
Oh my
Right.
God,
That means
right.
that that's an
That means
there is a
like,
number.
I didn't murder 30 hookers at the truck stop. You're grossly over exaggerating it. That implies I murdered hookers at the truck stop.
Oh my
Right.
God.
Like this,
Right.
this is why you don't talk. You're answering it. You're trying to say, and I get he wants to dunk. He wants to, you got to get some dubs. You got to score some points somewhere.
Right.
And okay, great. You think you scored a point, but in the meantime, you're very much exposed. And now, sure, in a deposition, you'll say that's not what I meant. Or if he's reviewing, I didn't mean that. Okay, well, what did you mean now? And that's where this is why you don't do this. Your words will be used against you. My job is to sit there and just go, well, you didn't. He's just leaving himself open to problems. So
right.
Like close to what people think it is saying, but okay.
There's actually another clue to your little theory here, and that is that at one point he said something like his legal team or lawyers didn't expect Pixie to file a lawsuit. I mean, is that a reasonable expectation from like a legal perspective, do you think, or was that a bit just like naive?
I don't think it's wrong to think that's impossible. But yeah, like, you kind of stuck though. Until it happens, they said they're assuming. I mean, it's very much you can't like you have to wait till they launch the attack.
So wait, did he not? Wait, yeah.
Okay, well, what did you mean now? And that's where this is why you don't murder hookers at the truck stop.
Oh my
Right.
God.
Like this,
Right.
this is why you don't talk. You're answering it. You're trying to say, and I get he wants to dunk. He wants to, you got to get some dubs. You got to score some points somewhere.
Right.
And okay, great. You think you scored a point, but in the meantime, you're very much exposed. And now, sure, in a deposition, you'll say that's not what I meant. Or if he's reviewing, I didn't mean that. Okay, well, what did you mean now? And that's where this is why you don't do this. Your words will be used against you. My job is to sit there and just go, well, you didn't. He's just leaving himself open to problems. So
Right.
Like close to what people think it is saying, but okay.
There's actually another clue to your little theory here, and that is that at one point he said something like his legal team or lawyers didn't expect Pixie to file a lawsuit. I mean, is that a reasonable expectation from like a legal perspective, do you think, or was that a bit just like naive?
I don't think it's wrong to think that's impossible.
Reasonable expectation.
And a lot of times they don't.
Sorry.
It's gone now. And that's kind of what I mean. The orbit is toast. with
Right.
that. Like if you ran into I know Chad was
This is not many layers deep, guys. This is not that many layers deep. Okay, look, we are pure guys. It's really not that deep. Okay, this guy is. We're just here to see this guy respond to Destiny talking about him. Okay, that's it. That's all the reactions happening here. We're just here to see what potentially criminal says about Destiny talking about potentially criminal. It's not that many layers. It's
when he really goes down, like it's gonna be total.
I honestly don't believe he's going to go down. I just think Destiny makes good content. People like his content, even though they obviously don't agree with his moral compass. I think most people, if not all people, are completely against this, what he did. So
yeah. I
just think if he continues to make content, obviously he's not. You don't think he's going to go to jail for this, right?
No,
I mean,
no. But it's the idea that, and you guys were kind of mentioning this, he was on the precipice of becoming mainstream.
Yeah, that's what he's been working for.
And that's
yes.
gone.
Where's the 15 girls?
And that's kind of what I
claim
mean.
you
The orbit is toast.
Somewhere.
Like if you ran into, I know Chad was, like he mentioned, like he kind of got to start there. He broke away from that. But anybody who's been there with him for a long time and who still is with him until it happened, a lot of those people, you're kind of tarnished. Kind of like, it's when you're tied to somebody who's got a bad reputation now, he kind of destroys your reputation and tarnishes it.
Right.
So that's more what I'm talking about. Like, he's kind of destroyed this. And he probably also destroyed it for people, more and more, like there's any right-leaning streamers who are trying to get in a similar situation because he's kind of ruined it for everybody.
How long before Piers Morgan brings this up next when he comes on Piers Morgan's show? Because I think that's inevitable.
Yes, at some point it will be.
Yeah. Piers Morgan is going to do a little sneak attack on him. Start giving us some Andrew Tate type questions.
Yeah. So sorry.
It's a fucking thing to say. Okay.
Sometimes they do, and then a lot of times they don't. And I kind of thought, honestly, I thought he was going to pull Kelsey just on the win with my, oh yeah, I guess I'll get to it. And not gonna happen either. So I mean, I think there's a lot of people expecting. I think that's Destiny's hoping, and Pixie decided to do what she thought was right, and I'm glad she did it because this is. I can only imagine there's 15 that come forward. How many more?
Look at that, Sean, defamation right there. You thought she was going to take the money and run. You bad boy, you. Of course she's going to follow through with the lawsuit. How dare you, Sean?
I'm reading what happened to him.
That number is, by the way, not even remotely close to what people think it is saying, but okay.
Pause it. So he's
pause it, Sean. You can press the button.
Oh, I can? I didn't know that.
But you have to press the pause button in the bottom corner. You can't press on the video like you do on YouTube.
Okay,
It won't work.
yeah. I didn't know.
See this pause? Here, pause it for us. Show us that you can.
Okay.
Oh, success!
Mind blowing.
I know.
So this is the problem when you say things. He's not even thinking about what he's saying. That number is not as high as you think it is. So that implies there is a number.
What's the number?
What's the
context?
when I said the number of women who had their images leaked, I said it's at least 15. It's probably even more. And he says that number is not that high.
Oh my God,
Okay, that's not what he said, but that's not what Destiny said either. He's not even repeating what Destiny said. Destiny didn't say the number's not that high. He said the claim is not saying what people think it's saying. That's what Destiny said. The claim is not saying people think it's saying. What the claim is specifically in the lawsuit is 15 women have reached out to Pixie to say that they have received non-consensual content, non-consensual content from Destiny. That's the claim. Okay, 15 women have reached out to Pixie to say that they have received non-consensual content. That doesn't mean 15 women have. It's not just of other girls. It does include Pixie, I believe. That is the specific claim in the lawsuit. I'm telling you what the claim in the lawsuit is, James Orson. You're not following along. Try again. Right, Destiny's pointing out Sean misunderstood that point, and Sean didn't get it on the second pass by either. Yeah, I believe so. Yes, exactly. I agree, that angle. Sean didn't get it. Yes, I agree. It's 15 women reached out. It's not saying 15 women did receive it. That's not the factual claim the lawsuit's making. It's saying 15 women reached out to Pixie to say they received some non-consensual material of someone from Destiny. That is the specific claim. And what Destiny is saying when he says that claim is not anywhere near what anyone think it's saying, that's what he's stating. Is it's not saying 15 women are confirmed to have received Pixie's video from Destiny. Lots of people think it's saying that. It's not saying that. It's not saying that. It's saying 15 women, very specific claim, saying this, no more, no less. 15 women reached out to Pixie to claim that they received non-consensual content from Destiny. Yeah, this we know from Destiny. 15 is as good as 19. Okay. So yeah. So when Sean says, let's hear what Sean says.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
See this pause? Here, pause it. Show us that you can.
Okay.
Oh, success!
Impressed. Okay, anyway.
Myself a hug.
I know.
So when you, this is the problem when you say things. He's not even thinking about what he's saying. That number is not as high as you think it is. So that implies there is a number.
What's the number? What's it?
Yes, when Destiny says that, he's saying that in that way to basically cast doubt. He's casting doubt to his audience that any of it's true, that any of it's as bad as people say. But it is also a reasonable statement to say that a lot of people are misinterpreting that claim in the lawsuit. I believe Sean is one of them.
Well, when I said the number of women who had their images leaked, I said at least 15, it's probably more. And he says that number's not that high.
Oh my God,
Right, that's a
Yeah, so he's not, his point doesn't make sense here. No, Sean's point is wrong. Sean claims that he said at least 15 women have had non-consensual videos shared. That's what Sean's initial claim was. That's a retarded reading of the lawsuit. That's an illiterate reading of the lawsuit. You would have to be fucking stupid to read the lawsuit that way. You would have to be actually fucking stupid to read the lawsuit that way. Sean has not just read the lawsuit that way, the first pass, he's then repeated that on a stream. Now Destiny's pointing out that claim isn't what people think it is, and he's doubling down on it.
No,
I didn't murder 30 hookers at the truck stop. You're grossly over-exaggerating.
And he's misrepresenting what Destiny said in response to him to make it sound like Destiny has trapped himself worse than he has. So please do not indicate me. Please don't indicate me towards people like Sean right now, okay? This is not good legal analysis. This is not good analysis of the case.
That implies I murdered hookers at the truck stop.
Oh my God.
Like this is why you don't talk. You're answering it. You're trying to say, and again, he wants to dunk. He wants to, you got to get some dubs. You got to score some points somewhere.
Right.
And okay, great. You think you scored a point, but in the meantime, you're very much exposed. And now I'm sure in a deposition, he'll say, that's not what I meant. Or if he's reviewing, I didn't mean that. Okay, well, what did you mean now? And that's where, this is why you don't do this. Your words will be used against you. My job is to sit there and just go, you didn't, he's leaving himself open to problems. So.
Right.
Like close to what people think it is saying, but okay.
There's actually another clue to your little theory here. And
Sean's point is he can get quizzed on the statement, which is true. If his only point he wants to make is you can be quizzed on any statement you make, then just say that. Just every time Destiny speaks, say you shouldn't speak because you can be quizzed on that. But he's not just doing that, is he? He is citing specific claims that are made in the lawsuit to further specific claims of his own to make it more sensational. Destiny didn't say the number's much lower than that. Destiny didn't actually engage with the claim that 15 women have had their shit shared, because it's obviously not what the lawsuit's claiming. Sean just sounds like a fucking retard to anyone listening and familiar with the case right now.
So at one point, Destiny said something like his legal team or lawyers didn't expect Pixie to file a lawsuit. I mean, is that a reasonable expectation from like a legal perspective? Do you think, or was that a bit short-sighted?
I don't think it's wrong to think that's impossible. But yeah, you can stop though until it happens. There's all these things assuming. I mean, it's very much you can't you have to wait till he launch the attack. So there's a lot of times just don't make things worse.
Personally, if I were a lawyer covering a lawsuit, I would make sure I actually read and understand the documents before I start making claims on live streams.
If they attack you, then we'll respond. But there's not like you do till she starts losing arrows at you. Which I mean, ultimately that's what it's right. It's she gets the first punch.
Sure. Okay. This is something that Mario kind of briefly mentioned, because I actually spoke to Mario trying to do something previously because of the DSA thing, which I'm very grateful for. But he sort of alluded to maybe being some sort of free speech aspect, like a First Amendment thing. I'm wondering, is that interference with some of these statutes that are governing this rent stuff?
So that the federal statute Why is he? I just understand. Why is he grimacing at the idea of, oh, so many statutes might be unconstitutional? And he's like, how dare they? It's like, that's a good thing for you, man. I listened to. I was not watching. I was listening as I was working on my model tank. So
nice.
yeah, I learned how to panel watch last night. It was a lot of fun. I didn't get to see his reaction, so this is kind of new to me still. The state statute, they pretty much mirror each other. There could be some First Amendment concerns there, but for Destiny, let's wipe those off the map because there's 5 counts. We'll get rid of count 1, count 2, and plane. Fine. He intentionally inflicted emotional distress on a woman. He violated her privacy, and that counts 5th one.
Just as a quick thing, anybody that is even uttering anything having to do with revenge porn related to me has absolutely no idea what they don't know anything about what the elements are of any of the underlying crimes that they're alleging. They don't know what like malicious intent means. There's also 2 other terms if you're bored. Things called proximate harm and foreseeability are also like these people are just fucking.
Yes, proximate cause, but for. Where can we trace this all back to? If somebody had not done something, how would this have all stopped? Where does the chain go?
Well, it goes to Destiny, right?
Yes,
Obviously.
Yes, that's the proximate harm. That's the proximate cause of all of this. Like, you started this.
So proximate cause, well, you said earlier, proximate cause was what exactly?
I mean, but for Destiny doing this, like, he is the direct cause of this happening, that they're directly linked to the injuries. So there's a direct link. This idea of, oh, well, the hacker came in. Okay.
So he's trying to say the hacker is.
Yeah, he's trying to claim that's an intervening cause, and it doesn't work. Right. He's trying to claim like, oh, it would have just been all literally, you know, like, oh, it wouldn't have been that big a deal. This dirty hacker and the dirty Kiwi Farms, they're the real bad men. It's like,
well, even if it hadn't got leaked to Kiwi Farms, if he just shared it with the Rose person, I mean, that in itself is illegal, right?
Yeah, there would be an invasion of privacy probably, but it wouldn't be as egregious or severe if it hadn't blown up the way it did.
Of course.
See, here's the thing: is I'm not hearing any reference to case law here. What I would want to hear, if this was good legal analysis, I would want to hear him lay out exactly some relevant case law that indicates there is precedent for prosecuting someone in Destiny's position, or not prosecuting, awarding damages or penalizing someone in Destiny's position, someone who has sent a image or video recording to someone who has then had their account compromised or used in some way, or has leaked it, and showing that without directing to disseminate it, that without intending to disseminate it, without stating you should disseminate it, they have been in some way punished for that ultimate leak. If that was actual good legal analysis, that's what I would expect to hear if it was good legal analysis. But I'm not hearing that. I'm just hearing him misquote the fucking court document. That's all I'm hearing. I'm hearing him misquote the court document and give baseline takes of, it's a bad idea to talk if you're in a legal situation.
If it had blown the way it did, I think a lot of people would say, like, you know, just try to shake it down for a little bit of money and move along. But because literally, like, the worst possible thing happened, I think she's very much in the, you know, get in that bag mode.
Okay. Because I think he's going to try to treat it, reading from, like, when he was talking about reading his, like, little manifesto, is that he's going to say, like, oh, I'm only liable legally for sharing it with Rose. I'm not legally liable for anything that happens after it. Sounds like that's the argument.
Yeah, if that's the thing you do. You try to limit your, you know, there are intervening causes. That's exactly what you're going to have to do.
Right,
but
right.
I don't know if anybody's going to agree there's an intervening cause.
But even if he makes that argument legally...
I don't know if they're going to agree. Well, have you got any relevant case law? You can't cite anything. You can't find any indication. You can't just impart some knowledge here and point us towards some case law that gives an indication of which way this might go. Nothing? Well, it's like worthless.
From his reputation-wise, it's still, I mean, that's not really like a reputational defense. It's like, oh, he still lied and shared it with some girl trying to fuck. I mean, it's still pretty bad.
The court of public opinion will not care.
Right.
They're going to see it the way they see it.
Right.
Now I understand what people are saying when I was flipping off the screen. I didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah, what are you doing?
Clueless. Oh god, I can't like listening to retards talk about my legal cases. One of my most frustrating things. Holy.
To be honest, I think all lawyers are a little retarded. I'm thinking back to Johnny Depp shit, and they're all on TV talking about their ass. It's just true that there is a huge variation in lawyers. Some lawyers fucking suck. Some lawyers are really good. Okay, just someone saying they're a lawyer doesn't actually mean their legal analysis is going to be good. It's likely to be better than a layman. Incredibly likely to be better than a layman. Is it going to be good though? There's no literally no guarantee. Literally zero guarantee.
Holy shit.
To be fair, I am retarded, so that one's fair.
That's
the point. Put it on the board.
It's actually so retarded. I'm good, you know.
Do you think it's possible that he does have lawyers who are feeding him like BS about how like, oh, you know, you're gonna be fine, this is all bullshit, blah 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 blah, and he's just sort of like regurgitating that?
Oh man, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I could see him hearing something and then, you know, kind of running with it. That's a normal thing.
I mean, it's hard for me as a layperson to look at this and say, okay, you've done this crime, you've admitted to doing this crime. Yeah. Like, how do you act like it's just such a nonsense thing? They're just going to wave it away, unless this is part of the act for his audience. I think
he believes it. I think a lot of people at the end of the day want to say, like, well, I didn't do anything wrong. A hacker caused the problems.
Right.
So I think that's more just kind of like layman coping that, you know, like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, if I did, it was just a little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, if he had it on his phone and a hacker stole it from his phone, yes, now he could say that's an intervening cause. Like, I never did anything with it. Someone stole it from me. That would be effective. That would be something he could hide behind and say, I didn't do anything wrong. This other guy did something wrong. Here's the bad man. But that's not what happened here.
Right.
With a criminal lawyer in Ohio and a case law in Florida, genuine question. If he doesn't, I don't really care about his opinion on it, right? Go do some fucking This is the point of a law tuber. This should be the selling point. You're a lawyer. You know where to find the case law. You know how to do the research. You know how to interpret it. do the fucking work, and then get on your live stream and explain it to me. Why are we doing this bullshit where you get on and say, oh, it's a really bad idea to talk when you're in a lawsuit? Anyway, I haven't read the lawsuit. Okay. Thanks, man.
We'll see how it goes. Do I really want to watch this shit? I feel like I'm just gonna get triggered.
Well, because Destiny really was grooing these women. He was trying to get them into, like, do his thing, like, and you bring them into a circle, and, he woos them, and then,
like, all of this stuff, these are all just, like, Kiwi Farms narratives. They just get, like, perpetuated.
Okay, then how do...
When I say he hasn't read the lawsuit, I am obviously, for the autistic individuals in chat, I am ribbing the fact that he has repeatedly stated claims that are not in the lawsuit. He's repeatedly claiming that there's like 15 women that have been sent, that have non-consensually had their stuff shared, when that's not in the lawsuit. He's just saying shit. He doesn't know what's in there. He's not remembering it properly or something. I'm obviously mocking him for having poor information.
How do you get all these women in your circle, and how do you end up with all their naked pictures? Well, like, that's not a normal thing.
It's just, they just like him so much. What do you mean?
Yeah, he just sits there and gets random nudes from women.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, no, he's a consent expert. You
he's a consent. No, I think that may be like, I'm just such a smooth operator that I get it. I'm not grooming them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
okay, yeah. Is a grooming charge unfair, Sitch?
No, I think it's probably true.
Yeah.
That's the argument's going to be.
No, I understand. Sitch is he's trying to be the fake theory right now.
Look, even if you're, grooming, they say, we're grooming this person for president of the board. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean we're grooming them for a bad position, right? Like, grooming them for a position in Destiny's harem, he probably thinks that's a prestigious position. Yeah, exactly.
He's part
but
of
he is still grooming them.
Well, this is like, when this all came out, we first talked about this, we watched Abba's response, which I think was completely correct. It's like, if you keep...
Okay, people want me to watch his full thing. I'm not watching the full thing, but we will go to wherever he saw that claim, okay? We will go to where he sees that claim.
Goon the like button, chat. That's the only time you'll ever hear me positively tell you to goon something. In and around the end of January 2025, approximately 15 women reached out to Pixie to tell her they received explicitly images from Destiny of other women without that woman's consent.
Oh, so it doesn't even specify other women here, so it isn't including Pixie.
3 of these women also tell Pixie that Destiny deleted their chat threads after January 23rd. It's like a serial revenge pornographer. He's a serial revenge pornographer, chat. It's like, huh? And we do have these tweets. Pixie said she's received countless messages from women saying it was made without their consent, that she wants the DMs. We also have Cherry. She said she's received countless messages from women saying it was made without their consent, that she wants the DMs. We also have Cherry. Cherry, another Destiny orbiter, says, today I was made aware of an intimate audio recording taken of me without my consent. And that was shared without my consent.
This is just like any old live. This is just like a drama live stream. Why? Okay. Is there a mention of case law? There's no mentions of precedent? Okay, let's try here.
Chat, I did get your email. I'm sorry I did not respond yet.
Yeah, I'm not watching 2 hours
chat,
of it. Yeah,
oh
correct.
my God, this is just... This attorney's making boat payments with this case. This is so easy. He paid for a boat or his kid's college with this. Easy.
My guy, this feels like raging over nothing. Show a stream of a lawyer doing it the way you're demanding this guy does it. I don't watch fucking law tubers because I know they're worthless. That's why I don't watch them. That's why I don't watch law tubers. If I see good legal analysis from someone claiming to be a lawyer, I interrogate the analysis itself and I look at the stuff they link. Otherwise, I don't draw conclusions on it. I don't watch LawTube. I'm not the fucking retard who goes around into everyone's chat repeating the claims of LawTubers to streamers, desperately trying to convince them that someone's going to prison. The law streamers don't cite case law. They usually go over filings and talk. Thank you for proving my point.
People like Destiny are why attorneys own boats. Let me tell you, chat. Even Destiny's attorney's going to own a boat.
Buddy, nobody cites case law unless they're in court. People cite case law in fucking Reddit posts. Why can't you do it for your LawTube live stream?
Boat out of this. So as a direct, natural, and proximate, 100% proximate, but for Destiny doing this, this wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't have happened. And foreseeable. It's 100% foreseeable. Of Destiny's intentional harassment and acts, you can always call this wanton. Pixie has suffered damage to her reputation, extreme emotional pain, suffering, severe mental anguish, anxiety, loss of dignity, 100% here. And is entitled to compensatory damages in an amount of no less than
$100% here, like, dude.
$1 million. Oh, it's going to be a lot more than that, Steve. She ain't settling for less. She doesn't have to. And here's the neat thing, chat. You know,
yeah. Okay, here's a challenge. Here's a challenge. Anyone saying this guy's analysis is really good, point me to where he gives a really good bit of analysis in this video. I'll wait.
It's like, oh, we have to settle. It's always a toss-up. Ain't no jury going to back Destiny. Pixie can say, I'm
not
want
watching
a couple
2 hours.
mil.
It's not happening.
You know, she could say that. You know.
There's been zero legal analysis. There's no legal analysis so far, by the way. He's just reading it and laughing about it. There's been no legal analysis. Just saying, oh, 100%. That's not legal analysis.
Be no issue here. That's the thing here. That's the issue here. I mean, she is gonna get what like there's no you know, as you know, Jay-Z and Jermaine Dupri once said in the great song Money Anything, you know, let's see when it gets older, when your bank account.
Watching Potentially Criminal until I hear a single second of legal analysis challenge. Let's fucking go. Let's start.
Grows up. Pixies is going to say 1000 owed up. And her bank account is going to be damn near out the rear trunk when she rolls up. That's what's going to happen here. That's going to happen here. To quote the great Sean Carter, as he's also known, the warrior poet. I could put this in solid 8 digits and hit 9. That would be hilarious if Destiny has to stream just to make Pixie money. Oh, dude. No, Destiny's going to be...
Great intelligent commentary in the chat there. I put this in solid 8 digits. Good hit 9. Oh, what? What? What are you talking about?
Introduced to having debates to pay off this debt. Oh my God, that would be amazing.
And like impossible. It's like not happening. It's like never happening.
I could easily see that. I could easily see that.
I could easily see that. I could easily see it in 8 digits, possibly 9. This is my legal analysis. This is my legal analysis. This is what we were defending just now. Oh.
What happens if Destiny can't afford it? Pixie will fucking collect. Oh, just don't you worry. Don't you worry. There's ways to collect on a judgment. There's ways to collect. Mario says bankruptcy. Yeah, but remember, this is an intentional tort. There might be some issues there. Might be some issues. But oh yeah, I could easily see this. This is gonna be. This is gonna be.
Like I said, this legal analysis just sounds like shit talk. Same level as what your average commentary channel can do. Yep. Yep. Basically.
Multi-million-dollar. This is gonna be multi-million-dollar. Oh, had the casino pay him to guess.
But
so
he's saying as a fact, it's going to be multi-million-dollar. It's going to be multi-million-dollar as a fact.
They could shit on him, yeah. Well, that's what's gonna happen. Like he's gonna have to go on with like he's gonna have to go on with the truth teller, and like it's gonna be like DSP. It's gonna be like DSP. He's gonna have to get shit on to make money. He's gonna have to get cucked on the internet to make money. You know what? I bet his orbiters will raise money. They will raise money. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be great. It's going to be great. You know, it's just going to be, you know, Steve Camian's going to have to, like, he's just going to be fucking just.
Kuihman, please stop ridiculing LawTube. These poor chatters only watch this shit to satiate their fat wives' true crime rape fantasies.
Just shoving his hand up Destiny's ass like a puppet soon. So, and because his conduct was intentional and recklessly indifferent, which it was, the liability for the punitive damages in an amount of no less than $1 million. Mm-hmm. So we're already up to $2 million, chat. Allegedly up to $3 million here for the Florida statute, but like I said, I don't think that's going to work. Oh, and if you guys didn't know, Mario was involved in the Alex Jones suit through one of the radio distributors. So there's a lot of talk about Mario. Mario's a base dude. Base dude. Yes, Destiny's pay pigs will definitely help him out here. Hold on. Hey, Puppy, do you want to come back? Do you want to come back in, Clyde?
Wow, this is amazing stuff, guys. Really great stuff. Yeah. Forgive me for writing this guy off. I now see the error of my ways. I now see the error of my ways. And I will actually be subscribing to this guy's channel and watching every live stream he does. And then repeating all of his conclusions as fact. I'll be going around into everyone's chat, repeating all of his conclusions as fact, and crying that people aren't taking a really good lawyer seriously whenever someone questions me. I think that's what I'll be doing from now on. I've been proven wrong. I can't wait till Destiny loses 9 figures. I'm sold. Wow, once again, I'm just right, and everyone in my chat is a fucking retard, and I should never even question myself for a second. I should just assume I'm correct, and every time there's a large group of people telling me I'm wrong, I should just fucking... Hey. Okay. Dog? Sorry, Pepsi just fucked me up. Fuck you, Pepsi. Dog? Okay. Alright, guys, we're moving on, okay? I'm done with Destiny for the night. I'm done with Destiny.